Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Nisa. I'm your board certified chiropractor, business coach, business consultant, and I help entrepreneurs maximize their time by offering courses and classes as well as one-on-one and group coaching to help you maximize your time without making costly mistakes when starting your business. So today I'm just going to be tuning in just to give you a few simple ways to detect whether or not your children or your child has some back problems. So I just want to welcome my wellness heads. If you haven't joined that group, it's called Wellness Heads on Facebook. We would love for you to be a part of that community where we give you so many different tips and suggestions on how to live a well and healthy life. So as more people are coming in, we're going to be talking about the things you should be looking with your children. And I know that as a parent, everybody would love to be able to do these simple things to make sure that their child grows up healthy and strong, especially those of you that have children that are athletes, all right? So there's no saying that says, as a twig is bent, so grows the tree. All right, so we understand that what that means is however you are developing is the way that you're going to end up in your adult stage. So we want to make sure that your child's back isn't bent so that it doesn't grow to be that way when they are an adult. I'm quite sure that many of you see other in the store or when you're out shopping, and you're noticing they kind of have a disproportionment with their back, and you're like, well, how did they get like that? So this is one of the reasons why I want to kind of talk to you today on how you can kind of detect this in your child, because these four simple things that I'm going to give you is going to show you how you can check your child's posture. Any parent is able to make this discovery, and you can detect potential back problems early. All right. And then you can go ahead and have your child taken to a professional for an examination. After that, it's highly recommended. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to do a shoulder check. What you want to do is you want to have your child stand straight. You want both shoulders to be leveled. If one shoulder is higher than the other, it is a good indicator that your child may have some back problems. So that's number one, shoulder check. Number two, you want to do what we call a hem check. Especially those of you that have children that are girls and that wear skirts. You want to check that the girl's skirt hem to see if it hangs crooked, or if you have a new skirt that you just bought them, see if it needs to be altered on one side or the other. So that's called a hem check. So we've done a shoulder check. One is higher than the other. Then we have a hem check. Is it hanging crooked? The next check that you want to do for your children is what's called the bending check. You're just going to simply have your child to bend straight forward at the waist, and the head needs to be level with the back and the arms, and they need to just have the arms hanging and relaxed, all right, to the floor. You're going to check on either side of their spine to see whether or not you have any muscles that are trying to bunch up, so to speak, because this could be a great indicator of whether or not your child has scoliosis, which is just a term that means a curvature of the spine. We want to make sure we detect those very early, because the earlier you detect scoliosis, the better that chance your child has to not grow up with the disformity. All right. And then number four, we're going to call it the shoe check. All right. So we know that, our kids can really wear out some shoes in a fast way, in a fast and hurry, like my grandmama would say. This is expected, but if one of the shoes wears out well ahead of the other, especially if the wear is centered on the or on the edge of the arch, of the shoe, it's a possibility that your child has some type of spinal problem. So again, we recommend that when you're doing these 4 checks, the shoulder check, the hem check, the bending check, or the shoe check, that you're going to back up your findings by taking your child in to see a professional and have a professional examination done. I'm always going to recommend that you come see someone like myself that is an expert on skeletal issues. We are expert on muscular issues and an expert on neurological issues. And we're going to take care of you in a very conservative way. And we'll check your children out, make sure that they are having healthy spines that are growing, and give you the necessary recommendations after that once we're done. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to our little tidbit this morning. Just some 4 simple ways that you can detect whether or not your child has any back issues, and so that they can grow up thriving in a healthy environment and make sure that they don't have any future back issues. You're watching the Dr. Nisa Show, Align Your Business. And again, my job is to help entrepreneurs maximize their time by not making costly mistakes when they're starting their business. You can check me out on all social media outlets at Dr. Nisa DC. That's DRNISSA DC. I want you to like my pages on social media. That way you can get some information. For my wellness heads, you can definitely join my group. It's called Wellness Heads on Facebook. Also, if you want to get more information about me coming out to speak at some of your organizations or your events, you can definitely go to my website at drnisa.com. That's DRNISSA.com. I've placed some of that information in my header. If you know anybody that would love to get this information for their child, share it. Put their name down in the comment section, because sharing is definitely caring, and we want this information to go out to the masses so we can help protect our children. Thank you again, and keep tuning in. Bye-bye.